Hello YouTube, welcome back to another video. We're going to read Mark chapter 9. This kind of chapter leads into the Transfiguration, so I'm just going to say chapter 9 was the Transfiguration. So chapter. So let's get into it. And he said to them, "Truly I tell you, some of them who are standing here will not taste death before they see the kingdom of God has come with power. The Transfiguration. After 6 days, Jesus took Peter, James, and John with him. He led them up to a high mountain where they were all alone. And there he was transfixed before them. His clothes became dazzling white, whiter than anyone in the world could bleach them. And more who appeared before them, Elijah and Moses, who were walking with Jesus. Peter said to Jesus, "Rabbi, is it good for us to be here? Let us put 3 shelters, one for you, one for Moses, and one for Elijah." He did not know what to say. They were so frightened. Then a cloud appeared and covered them, and a voice came from the cloud, Listen, my son, whom I love. Listen to him." Suddenly, when they looked around, they were no longer saw anyone with them except Jesus. And they were coming down the mountain. Jesus gave them orders not to tell anyone what they had seen until the Son of Man has risen from the dead. They kept the matter to themselves, discussing what risen from the dead meant. And they asked him, "What do you teachers of the law say that Elijah must come first?" Jesus replied, "To be sure, Elijah comes first and restores all things. Why then is it written that the Son of Man must suffer much or be rejected? But I tell you, Elijah has come, and they have done to him everything they wished, just as has been written about him." Jesus heals a boy possessed by an impure spirit. When they came to the other disciples, they saw a large crowd around them, and the teachers of the law arguing with them. As soon as the people saw Jesus, they were overwhelmed with wonder and ran to greet him. "What are you arguing about with them?" he asked. A man in the crowd answered, "Teacher, I brought you my son, who is possessed by a spirit that has robbed him of speech. Whenever it sees him, it throws him to the ground. He foams at the mouth, gashing his teeth, and becomes rigid. I asked your disciples to drive out the spirit, but they could not." "You unbelieving generation," Jesus replied, "how long shall I stay with you? How long shall I put up with you? Bring the boy to me." So they brought him, and when the spirit saw Jesus, it immediately threw the boy into convulsion. He fell to the ground and rolled away, foaming at the mouth. Jesus asked the boy's father, "How long has he been like this?" "From childhood," he answered. "It has often thrown into fire or water to kill him. But if you could do anything, take pity on us and help us." "If you can," said Jesus, "everything is possible for one who believes." Immediately the boy's father exclaimed, "I do believe. Help me overcome my unbelief." When Jesus saw the crowd was running to the scene, he rebuked the impure spirit. "You deaf and impure spirit," he said, "I command you to come out of him and never enter him again." The spirit shrieked, convulsed violently, and came out. The boy looked so much like a corpse, but many said, "He is dead." But Jesus took him by the hand and lifted him to his feet, and he stood up. After Jesus gone indoors with the disciples and asked them privately, "Why couldn't we drive it out?" He replied, "This kind can come out only by prayer." Jesus predicts his death a second time. They left the place and passed through Galilee. Jesus told them not want anyone to know what they were, because he was teaching his disciples. He said to them, "The Son of Man is going to be delivered to the hands of men. They will kill him, and after 3 days he will rise." But they did not understand what he meant, and they were afraid to ask him about it. They came to Capernaum. When he was in an house, he asked them, "What were you arguing about on the road?" But they kept quiet, because on the way they had argued about who was the greatest. Sitting down, Jesus called the 12 and said, "Anyone who wants to be first must be very last and the servant of all." He took a little child from whom he placed among them. Taking the child in his arms, he said to him, "Whoever welcomes one of these little children is my name welcomes me, and whoever welcomes me does not welcome me, but the one who has sent me. Whoever is not against us is for us." "Teacher," said John, we saw someone driving out demons in your name, and we told him to stop because he was not one of us." Don't stop him, Jesus said, for no one does a miracle in my name can in the next minute say anything bad about me. For whoever is not against is for us. For whoever is not against us is for us. Truly I tell you, anyone who gives you a cup of water in my name because you belong to the Messiah will certainly not lose their reward. Causing to stumble. Sorry. If anyone causes any one of these little ones, those who believe in me, to stumble, it would be better for them to have a large millstone were hung around their neck and that they're thrown into the sea. If your hand cause you to stumble, cut it off. It is better to enter life maidened than with two hands to go into hell. Maiden than with two hands go into hell, where the fire never goes out. And if your foot causes you to stumble, cut it off. It is better for you to enter life crippled than to have 2 feet to be thrown into hell. And if your eyes cause you to stumble, pluck it out. It is better for you to enter the kingdom of God with 1 eye than 2 eyes and be thrown into hell, where the one who keeps them do not die, and the fire is not quenched. Everyone shall be salted with fire. Salt is good, but if it loses saltiness, how can you make it salty again? Have you sat among yourselves and be at peace with each other? The word of the God for the people of God. Thanks be to God. Hope you have a great day, and see you tomorrow.